What's up, everybody? It's Kalen Moss and Therian Thacker here, the Minute Admin, and we're going to talk about SQL queries today inside of Marketing Cloud. Today's session is going to be 25 minutes, and we're going to just talk about how to use SQL queries, where to go find it, and what you can do with SQL queries, and basically how to learn more about SQL.
Yep.
So, to run SQL queries inside of Marketing Cloud, you can go to two places. You can go to Query Studio, which would be under, if you go to App Exchange, you would go and download it from the App Exchange and use it. Or you could go to Automation Studio, and you can, once this shows up, you can go to Automation Studio. And then you can go to, let's just say, for example, you go to activities, and then you go to create activities. Can you see my screen pretty well?
Zoom in one more time for me.
Okay, let me zoom in.
Okay, now hit the create. Much better.
So you would click SQL query as the activity you want to utilize. Click next. Create, let's just say Therian and Kalen SQL, and choose the external key, the folder you want to store it in, and the description. Click next. And then whatever you're doing with SQL, it's regular SQL basically. So you're going to always start with the select statement.
Yep.
And then you want to choose what do you want to select. So let's just say we're querying some data from this Tesla customers data extension. Well, then what we could do is we could look at the fields inside of the Tesla customers data extension here. You could either say select all by clicking this star, and you could select all the fields from this data extension, or you could say select and then pull over every single field from this data extension. Or you could even say, I just want to pull over certain fields. So the Tesla customer ID, email,
drag and drop,
and address. And it's all drag and drop.
Drag and drop. Yep. No coding needed.
Don't even have to type it in.
Nope.
Just have to know basic syntax. You can't have a comma at the end of your last field that you're pulling in. So let's just say,
hey, Josh, what's going on? But the great part about this, and sorry to interrupt you, Kalen, but we have a validate syntax button here. So Fantastic, right?
Yep. And so you want to tell SQL where you're pulling from. So you type in from, and then you say the data extension that you're pulling this data from. So anytime there's a space in the words, notice how there's a space here. You want to have a bracket around here. So the SQL query can see all of this as one word.
One thing. Yep.
So we're going to be pulling it from, put it in brackets, Tesla customers. And let's validate, see if it works. So notice it doesn't work because we didn't take away that comma at the end of address. So I'm going to delete that comma and I'm going to press it and it works.
And then another thing to think about here is when it's usually what's behind the error. That's so like it said from, but it's typically what's behind what word it's given you. Like up until this point, everything was good. And then something happened here. Yeah.
Yes. So to go back to what you're talking about.
Yep. So right there.
Tell them what you mean by that.
So an error occurred while checking the query syntax. Okay. So incorrect syntax near the keyword from. When it says near, it's typically going to be previous to that word. Like something happened up until from started. So in that kind of gives us a place to start in our backtracking or our cookie trail.
Yep.
Yep.
And then honestly, everything else from SQL is just deciphering what order you want it to be in. If you want it in ascending order, descending order, if you want it to be ordered by or grouped by certain within certain groups, if you want things to be basically dissected, like let's say you say where, let's say interest equals Let's just say, let's see which.
Yeah, what do we got here?
If we go to Marketing Cloud and we look at the Tesla customers data extension,
right?
We go to the data extension and we see what sort of values are inside of here.
And just to remind everybody, a data extension is just a filing cabinet of columns and rows where we're storing information, right? There's nothing super complicated about it. It's just a giant sheet of information labeled by column and row.
Yep. Here's your columns.
Yep.
And here's your rows.
And there's your rows.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And why it looks all pretty right here, it's literally just an Excel spreadsheet. I mean, when you break it down. Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
And so let's say we wanted to filter based on the people who only like Model X's, Model X, or the Cybertruck. Let's say
let's go Cybertruck. I want one.
Yeah.
I just don't have any charging stations in Maine. I just park it in the driveway, basically.
Right. So it's where interest, because the field we're looking at right here is the interest field.
Yep.
Where interest equals Cybertruck. So let's just say we were to come over here into the data SQL query, say where interest equals Cybertruck. It's not going to work because I put that comma there.
Right.
And then I think it has to be around single quotes.
There it is. It's green for us.
Yep. So where interest equals Cybertruck. So technically, all you really need to know is some basic syntax for SQL, and you can probably get 95% of everything you're ever going to do in SQL.
Yep. That's it.
So let's just say we were to do something like order by, and then let's just say let's go to the order by column. Order by SQL.
So just to not get too far ahead of ourselves, Kalen, why would we be doing this in the first place? What were we told to do originally?
Exactly. We would say, show it to me in this order.
Yep. Or we could also say the boss said, hey, I want to send an email to everybody that wants a Cybertruck as their interest.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go create the query. I know exactly what data extension to pull that from, and let's build that out. Boom.
And then so you have order by, let's just say order by country. So right here in this database, we have the country column. You could select all of this information and then order it by country. So let's just say we say try it ourselves. Say, oh, I'm over here. There we go. And let's say we say order by country, run the SQL. How's it going to show up? It's going to pull all of the columns because we're saying select all the columns from the database table or the Excel spreadsheet called customers. And then we're ordering by country. So we're ordering by country over here. So everything A's, Argentina, Austria, B's, Belgium, Brazil, C's, Canada, Denmark.
Yep.
So we're ordering by a specific order. So let's just say we said on this tab, order by address. We could say order by address right here. So we could say order by full name, and it would be in alphabetical order.
I wonder, would address be numerically?
That's interesting. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what it does. I'm actually interested in that.
Order by, and then what do we put? Address here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's validate the syntax. Okay, so let me see real quick what the
let's top offset.
Order by. Do we need to put a semicolon after?
Maybe.
So let's see. Order by address. Validate.
Hold on. I didn't see. There's a semicolon. Okay. What did it say this time?
Or do we need to put it in a different place? Order by address, semicolon, comma. Let's do comma. Let's see.
It's a reserved word that may not appear in our query.
Trying to think of what is happening here. So
let's see.
Let's see.
Let's look at it. Okay.
Do we need to put ascending? No, I think by default it's ascending.
Order by column 1, ascending or descending.
Order by SQL Marketing Cloud. Let's see. How to use order by.
Holler at us.
Let's see. Where's this at?
Okay. 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 Select min, open date. Opens with group by.
So they're saying group by. Let's see. Where is? Let's see here. All right, order by right here. Of a SQL or SQL, such as alphabetically beginning. If records are null, you can use order by. Specifies, okay, order by. And do you have to put ascending? No, it says select the field name and then that field name from this data extension, order by that.
Order by industry.
Let's just see if something else is, let's just do one other thing here. So
Okay.
I'm going to say, let's just say we take away where that, and let's do order by.
Invalid in views, inline functions, deliverable table subqueries are all common unless top, offset, or for XML is also specified.
Order by interest. Let's see. Let's just see if even order by interest. It's got to be something. And then let's see, ASC for ascending.
What does it mean by unless top, offset, or for XML is also specified? Like where are we not specifying that?
Let's see here. What is happening? I'm glad we did this.
Yeah. Order by is compatible with relationship query syntax. Multiple column sorting is supported. Okay. So, I mean, this is almost our deal right here, this bottom block. It's select, then we give it the selection from, and then order by, but it's got a dot name.
But it,
order by
the thing is, order by, where is the order by? Order by for Marketing Cloud. What are we missing? Okay, right here. Let's see.
You find it?
I'm just seeing.
Looking.
Okay, this is in Marketing Cloud. So they're saying select this column, the length of the email address, the character index of email address with the @ sign as domain, the count of email address as domain count from the data extension where the length of email address is greater than 0, group by the data extension on the right, email address, the length of email address minus the character index, the domain, the part after the email address, the @ part, and then order by domain count in descending order. So this query has no CTEs or subqueries. Is there something you're leaving out? You'll get a lot more eyes on your question over here.
You can wrap your query into another select statement. Then you can apply order.
Error saving the query field, incorrect syntax near the keyword order. I want table name for subquery. There's a trick to get order by clause to work. Just add a top 100%. Select top 100%. So do we need to say select top 100%?
I have no idea. Let's see. I mean, it is saying that we didn't select a word.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness. Look at that. What does that even
What does that even mean?
What does that even mean? I love it, dude. What is that?
Let's see here.
We got, dude. What does that mean?
Hey, that's troubleshooting to the finest.
Yes,
right
it
there,
is,
baby.
dude. Yes, it is. Man.
Select top And then,
Oh, what up, Simmy? Yeah, it did work,
Simmy?
man.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
What is top here? SQL top limit fetch first or row number clause. The SQL select top clause is used to identify the number of records to return. So we have to tell it how many records
to return. Okay,
So-
that makes sense.
So what if we said, so I love how it actually can read 100% right here. I love how it can actually read that.
So we were basically letting the dog out the door without telling it to come back.
Yes.
We're like, just go ahead. See you later.
And then we can just put a number here. Select
Yeah.
top 10. Or what if we put last? Is that a word? No.
Nope.
Or what if we put bottom? No. So you have top. Okay, so it's useful in large tables with thousands of records. Returning a large number of records can impact performance. Not all database systems support the select top clause. MySQL supports the limit clause to select a limited number of records, while Oracle uses fetch, first number of rows, rows only, and row number. SQL Server, MS Access syntax.
Yep.
So you have to select top and then number or percent of the column names. So we're using SQL Server, MS Access. Syntax. Then you have MySQL syntax, which is where you can where you have to put the limit right here.
So I guess my question now is the SQL Server MS Access syntax the same for everybody in MC?
I would assume like if you're using Marketing Cloud, it's probably it's probably like the underlying.
I got you.
Yeah.
Blueprint of the system.
Yeah.
I've definitely dealt with Oracle fetch stuff before.
So so you would put fetch at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a headache.
And then if you use older Oracle syntax, you could just for row number.
And then even older.
Wow, interesting, man. Like there's so many different syntax types.
So what was stopping us was the underlying reason it was stalling. So it told us, it did tell us in the validate that top is what was needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did.
It did. So if we went back and deleted that top out and validated again, the syntax is telling us what we need to do. We just needed to listen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. Let's see. Select.
Yep. Okay, so the order by clause is invalid in views, inline functions, derived tables, subqueries, and common table expressions, unless top, offset, or for XML. What you got, Semi?
What's up, Semis? Go ahead.
Hit us.
So we have select. Let's say we said select top 5%.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool, man. We can pull the percentage of a number or percentage of rows.
That's cool.
So let's just say we create this. Let's go. I'm going to go to this other tab over here.
So Semi asked, is top the only syntax to be used? Well, Semi, when we went to validate, it gave us what? Top, offset, and for XML.
Yeah. So if we don't pull, so this is if we're doing order by. So remember, if you're doing something different, like if you're saying like, if you're not trying to order by something, if you're just saying select these columns from this data extension right here, where let's just say interest equals Cybertruck. You don't need to do top or anything.
Right.
But once you say order by, it's going to be like, whoa.
Yep.
So now we have to put select top, let's just say top 10.
Yep.
So do you have to add any percentage? I'm just putting select top 10 right here. So that's just literally the top 10 rows.
It's really up to your requirements gathering, Simi.
Yeah.
What they want. You know,
so like if I put top 10%, then the system would go in and find the top 10% of records and pull those in. So let's say you had 1,000 records, right? What's 10% of 1,000? 100.
Yep.
So you could either put select top 100 if you know how many records are in that database table, or you could say select top 10% if you just want, if you know you have 1,000 and we're saying same conditions are true, right? Like you would be able to pull the top 10% and pull 100. So that's good, man. So what I wanted to do here was I wanted to just go to where you can learn more about SQL, how you can learn it, because this is going to be something in Marketing Cloud. If you learn how to use SQL, you're going to be so clutch for companies. Like they're going to love you.
Yes.
Learn how to use SQL.
For
SQL
real.
Script. If you just master SQL and AMP which I think if you learn one, the other one's going to come really fast.
Yep.
Like if you master those in Marketing Cloud, that probably covers 95% of what you're going to be doing with data on a daily basis.
Rather you already are on site or you're looking for a job. When you put those things on there and you can, I'm pretty sure Josh told me that he got a question in an interview about AMP and he had listened to us and he knew just enough to answer the questions for the most part. Yep.
Exactly.
Yes.
So like, I'm just going to go to the website that I used because I honestly, I can't say anything else that I haven't used other than what I have. So I usually just go to Khan Academy, and then there's a section on, let me see, I'm just going to type in
I head over here for Geometry 1.
Yes,
in my all time.
Everybody has tried this at some point.
I bet. I'm just joking, but I saw just Algebra 1. I'm like, oh, that's a terrifying course to me.
Oh gosh. Okay, right here. Intro to SQL. So I'm going to put this in the chat for anybody who wants to learn how to use SQL. Like go through this for a week or so and just knock it out. Let's see. Yep. Let's see what this looks like for us. Let's see if we can knock out some stuff. Welcome to SQL. So there's a video. It's going to show you how SQL is used.
The world is full of data. Every app that you use is full of data. On Khan Academy, we store data about users and badges and progress. On Facebook, they store data about who you are, who your friends are, what they're posting. On Bank of America, they store data about how much money you have and what accounts that's in. How do these apps store data? Well, they use a database, which is a program that helps store data and provides functionality for adding, modifying, and querying that data, and doing that all fast. Databases come in many forms, but a really popular type of database is called a relational database. It stores each kind of data in a table, which is kind of like storing data in a spreadsheet. A row represents an item, and a column represents properties about that item. For example, to store data about Khan Academy users, we'd have a users table with a row for each user and columns for properties like their nickname and location. Relational databases make it particularly easy to form relationships between tables. For example, in order to store Khan Academy users and their badges, we might have a users table and a badges table, and then a user badges table to remember which users earned which badges, just by mapping user IDs to badge IDs. That's a more efficient form of storage than having to repeat everything about the user and everything about the badge in the user badges table. Most databases come with a query language to interact with the database. SQL is a language designed entirely for accessing databases and is the most popular of them. With SQL, we can create tables, change data, get back to data that we're interested in, like we want to find out which users joined in the last week or which users have a particular badge. That's what we're going to teach here, and you'll actually get to try out SQL here in the browser using SQLite, a particular implementation of it. You won't be able to write the whole app here, but when you're done learning SQL, you'll have a much better understanding of how data is stored in the apps that you use and be able to use SQL if you ever build an app.
So yeah, and then talk through the next one, creating a table and inserting data.
Welcome to my database.
So this will take you really through the gauntlet of learning how to do things in SQL. So
yep.
This is something I would highly recommend anyone who wants to learn how to use SQL go through this course.
Josh.
SQL.
Or
SQL.
SQL.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's it. Literally it. I would highly recommend anyone go through this. This is the
Yep.
basics. You have the SQL basics. You're going to learn how to query tables. You're going to learn what the basics of a SQL query or SQL is. And then you're going to, next lesson, you're going to do more advanced SQL queries. You'll do a project. Lesson 3, you'll do relational queries in SQL, combining joins, more efficient SQL, modifying databases with SQL. Like, I'll be honest, the more and more I get into Salesforce, the more and more I realize how.
What a time to freeze right at the end of the stream. This guy is classic. I've got a blizzard behind me and I've got great internet. Yeah, Kaylin has this one on. Yeah. Oh, by the way, everybody, happy Pi Day. Yes, happy Pi Day. Josh. This guy, we got it. Josh, we're going to have to go down to Dallas and have him put us up for the night so we can fix his internet. Oh, he just gone. Now you can really see the blizzard behind me. Yeah. Dude. All right. Well, you do. I'd hate to break it to you, but you just paid for 2 plane tickets to Dallas for me and Josh to fix your internet. So.
Oh my God. Dude. So yeah, wait, Simi, you've taken the course.
Yeah.
This is on the 7-day challenge, Marketing Cloud Career Development course on Minute Admin. Yeah, man, it's in the program. And, you know, there's so many different places you can go to learn SQL. Khan Academy, I think, is the best place to start. But before my internet goes out, we're going to close the session down for today.
I love it.
My gosh. Hey, appreciate you, Simi. Appreciate you, Josh. As usual, we love having you on the call.
Always.
Go ahead, Triple T.
Notifications, sharing, posting. Me and Kaylin are drowning. If you see it, post it. We'll tag, we'll repost. Josh, you are amazing at this all the time, and I appreciate you all the time for it. Follow Facebook, wherever you can find us. Share the knowledge. Don't keep the knowledge a secret from other people. Let's uncomplicate this area for people. Okay. That's our real vision here, is to just make it applicable for anybody and everybody to come in. And that's all I got, buddy.
Join the Facebook group.
Yep.
I just put that in the chat. Join the Facebook group. I didn't put the P at the end, but you got join that Facebook group. It's Marketing Cloud Super Users, and join the community, man. Like for real. Like this is what it's all about. The community. That's it.
I think I just added 27 people to our Facebook group last night.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Make sure to fill out the info so you get accepted faster. If you don't fill out any information, you might not be able to get in. So make sure you fill out the required field.
Yeah, please fill out the requirement field so I don't have to track you down.
Yes. So, hey, good session today.
Yes,
SQL.
sir.
Simi,
Yes, sir.
Josh, let us know what you want to hear about.
Yep.
On the next live stream, leave a comment. We're always checking them. We might not be able to always get back to you personally every single day, but we're checking it out, and we're trying to come on here and give you as much value as you can get from your feedback. So just let us know. That's all we got. Kaylin Moss,
Admin out.
Darian Thacker, Minute Admin out.
Later, everybody.
See you later.